Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's AJ Locke here with Disruptor Manufacturing, and I've got a walk-around video on this truck here that we've got for a customer. They've got one of our very first new PowerStream skids, brand new power washing centric skids that we have being made here at Disruptor Manufacturing in Sanford, Florida. And this one here in particular is actually the 2500. 2500 is meant for a 3/4 pickup truck. The reason why we call it a 2500 is you'll get the F-250s where it doesn't make as much sense, but like the Chevy 2500 and the Dodge 2500s, the Rams, that's what they use for calling it the 3/4 ton pickup truck. So this one's made to specifically fit in the bed of this truck, not exceed the weight rating of this vehicle. We also have ones for 1-ton trucks and ones for half-ton trucks. This one is for a 3/4 ton truck. So what's cool about this skid as well is, like I said, it's centered around the power washer. I know, crazy. If any of y'all know a little bit more about who we are at Disruptor Manufacturing, you know that we're not typically into the whole power washer thing, but we decided to start making skids for the rest of the industry that are really into power washers and downstreaming. So we got into doing that with these skids. And this one on the 2500, we actually have a GX 690 Honda 8-gallon per minute pressure washer at the heart of the system. And so with this pressure washer, we're able to obviously pressure wash, we're able to do some high volume rinsing, and we're also able to do some chemical downstreaming. So we're able to do a lot of things with this one piece of machinery right here in the center of the system. It's super cool. We've got it where we actually don't use typical tank straps on this build. We actually have this tank pan thing that goes here across the top of the tanks, holds all the tanks down, and then we've got these corner posts that hold all the tanks in and corral the tanks and make it to where everything fits in nice and tight, very robust. But because we have this pan on top of here, this very well-made structure, it can really support the pressure washer being on top of the tanks in the center of the skid. Something else that we've actually added on this system is this customer opted to also have the soft washing package that goes on the PowerStream. So this is your typical, what a lot of people are used to seeing, 12-volt soft washing package with a 5-gallon per minute pump using the metering valves that are very common in the industry. Gives you a bleach, a soap 1, a soap 2, and soap 3. So we have on this particular system a 50-gallon bleach tank, a 100-gallon water buffer tank, and 3 8-gallon soap tanks. So your bleach valve is hooked up to your 50-gallon tank, and then these 3 are hooked up to the 3 8-gallon soap tanks located here towards the cab on the system. Something else I want to point out here too, it's just nice little features that we added. Like we have a CNC routing machine that we can actually do cool stuff like this. We've actually created a plastic hose organizer, makes it to where none of these hoses are up against this harsh aluminum and everything's nice and organized going back onto the system. Here we have our 12-volt pump mounted on top of the tank pan, very nice and tidy. And then we've also got our indicator lights. That something that's really nice too is we've got the pump lights to indicate whether or not the pump is on or off, how it is performing, whether or not you actually have proper voltage, and then a multi option power switch that's super awesome and robust. You can see here we've actually got Disruptor Manufacturing in the bed rail on the system. This whole system is high quality 6061 aluminum, very robust. As we go around here to the back of the system, you'll actually see that we have our 4 hose reels. So these are Stingray Manta Electric hose reels. They're 15 inches, and they are also manufactured by us here at Disruptor Manufacturing. And like with the aluminum substructure and tanks on the skid, these hose reels also come with a lifetime warranty. They're extremely awesome, super robust, have our Stingray hose reels actual swivels on them that we make ourselves as well. Those have their own lifetime warranty on them. They are 3/4 inch stainless steel swivels. They are the nicest and most robust chemically resistant swivels on the market. Super awesome. So this particular setup, I'll tell you what each hose reel does. This top right one, this is hooked up to the 12-volt soft washing part of the system, the package, and that gives you the ability to spray the chemical with your 5-gallon per minute pump right here. Down here is your hose that's hooked up to your 8-gallon per minute pressure washer. Up here, we actually have pure water, which I'll get into in a second. The customer opted to add their own pure water cartridges and water making ability that they already had, and we retrofitted it to the system, which I'll show you. And then we've also got here a actual just water hookup reel for hooking up to a garden hose spigot and using for your pure water buffer tank. As we go underneath here, what's something that's also really cool about our systems is we try and leave some space in underneath and around the sides of the system in the bottom, because when you close this tailgate with having the bed rails, side shelves going all the way to the center of the system, it creates some nice lockable storage in underneath that you can put stuff like your pressure washing lance in underneath when you want to have that all lockable, anything extra long like that. We've got a battery tray underneath here. This particular system, because really all you have is just a couple of smaller 12-volt pumps and then your electric hose reels, all it needs is really just the 2 batteries. We have options to go up to 5 Group 31 batteries depending on what packages you get with this system, so you can really have a lot of battery capacity. We've also got underneath here a DC battery charger. And that hooks up to the alternator on the pickup and allows the system to charge while driving down the road. And the pressure washer also has an alternator on it on the 8 gallon per minute GX690 that will actually help charge these batteries as the pressure washer is running too, which is super cool. Now, as we go around here to the other side of the system, we have some cool things. So one thing that the customer decided to go ahead and get and have us install on their system is actually this Downstream Injector remote smart start box here. And what that allows you to do is have a remote and be able to remotely turn on and off your Downstream Injector. We have that in combination with our Downstream Manifold here that we've got our soap 1, 2, and 3 and our bleach. So we go over here to the side of the system and we can turn on or off and select which chemicals we want to have coming through our downstreamer before we get over to the house. So if I just want to use bleach and 1 soap, I would turn each of those on. I would go over and start cleaning things around the house. And then when I wanted to be able to use those chemicals while cleaning the house, I would be able to push the button on my remote downstreamer with my Start Smart box, and it automatically start coming through without having to walk back to the truck. Nice time saver, real nice convenience. Something else here too that you'll see, which is really, really nice, is you could see this gas cap here. So we actually have underneath here a gas tank. This particular one is 12 gallons. It's a 12-gallon gas tank underneath the system here that it's got the actual fuel gauge in the gas cap. So when you go to the gas station, fill up your gas here, you can immediately be done filling up your gas here, and on the same ticket, open this up, fuel your actual 12 gallon per minute gas tank underneath the bed rail, and then be good to go. Super convenient when you're filling up at the gas station. And also too, you can see here at the back, this was they had a 0 pure water cart that they wanted to take the cartridges off of their pure water cart to use on the system. So we went ahead and retrofitted this to the system for them, hooked up a single 5 gallon per minute pump that will pull water out of the pure water tank, push it through the cartridges, and send it to the hose reel. That way they can do some light fan tip trigger rinsing on some windows, or be able to hook up a water fed pole and have true professional grade window cleaning on the system for a nice budget for them. All this wrapped into this awesome, nice package, a PowerStream 2500. So if you guys want to have a system like this one that we make at Disruptor Manufacturing here in Sanford, Florida, give us a call at the office. Our number is 855-900-2868, or you can check us out at disruptormanufacturing.com. This is a PowerStream 2500. We have other options for other pickups, and there's a lot more ways you can configure this system, guys. It's very, very feels customizable with all the different packages that we have with this system. So if you're really, really interested, check us out on the web or give us a call. My name's AJ Locke here, Disruptor Manufacturing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.